Right, here we go. Hello you beautiful lot, welcome back to the channel. Interest rates are through the roof and energy prices are ridiculous. But don't worry, because it's Viva time. Stop. Viva time. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, doom. Two things to get buttoned up. First, let's go and connect the clutch cable back up. Let's jack the car up and connect the clutch cable. If all the bolts are there. Right. Right, where is she? Accelerator cable. Oh, clutch cable. Sweet. All the bolts are on there, as far as I'm aware. That horseshoe, missing that horseshoe thing, aren't I? Should I be able to get hold of some of them? Or does that go on? Well, we'll figure it out there. Whereabouts do you run these cables? So imagine there's quite a bit of length in it. The gearbox is just there where the clutch is. So I'd imagine you avoid all the manifold. I've just taken mine over there and under the engine mount. Maybe I should have a look at a manual there. Will it even tell you? Comments below. Been to McDonald's, got myself a coffee. Is McDonald's just a north east of England thing, or is there loads of them all? Just kidding. Got the old girl up on the 4-poster ramp there. Right, let's connect this clutch cable up. There's a bracket that the clutch cable runs through. And then there's the eye on the gearbox that goes through. And attaches to the clutch fork here. Let's connect that up. I've adjusted that up now with the retaining bolt. It's got a bit of tension on it now. Reminders on to get a bit of underseal on under here. It's all solid, like, needs a good coating. Look at this under here. There's a bit of wood as a stopper on the top of the clutch pedal. Is that factory spec? I'm going to get the accelerator bracket on now. I haven't got the correct bolts that fit. These fit, but they're too long. So I'm going to temporarily fit the accelerator bracket now to get the cable on. I'm going to use a specialist technique to get them to fit. Didn't have to use a specialist technique. Found some sort of like gasket, like spacer thing that was on one of the upturn bend things for one of the other air filters. This will do for now, just to hold the bracket in place. So that's fitted. I'm guessing that's the way you do it. That nut goes on that side and that goes on there to hold it still, and that pulls that through. Shouldn't have done is that was seized, so I gripped this bit with pliers, and I'm guessing that has to be the perfect size for this nut to slide off to get that in there and tighten back up to keep it in there, because I crushed that and it wouldn't go back over. So I've done some fettling to get that round again and get the nut back over it. But I'm sure I've got a new accelerator cable somewhere in one of my boxes. This has got a burn in it anyway, this one. But it's working. We'll do final adjustments in that and settle in later on. The clutch cable reconnected and the accelerator cable reconnected. Although I am going to look for a new accelerator cable. I'm going to buy one anyway. I have got a new clutch cable. There we go, I knew I had. Got a new clutch cable. Cup of tea and a chocolate waffle. Right, going to put the prop on temporarily for now, put a bolt through it, and I'm going to go and get some prop bolts. I'm expecting some in the post, but for now I'm just going to go and buy some bolts just to hold it on. Should be alright for just trying to do forwards and backwards on the driveway. Oh yeah. There's the prop just chucked on there for now. There's the markings that I made when I took it off to line it back up. But I need to go and get some bolts and put the prop on proper. And it's raining again. A nice big garage at the next house, I think, for working on the cars. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed. Hello people, it's now the next day. I've been to pick up some temporary bolts for the prop. These are just so we can try and make it move backwards and forwards on the driveway under its own power. Hopefully move under its own power. I do have some high tensile prop bolts on the way in the post. I know there's some strikes with Royal Mail in that. But I've got an hour before I have to get myself to bed, back at work tonight. So let's get these prop bolts on and then I'll carry on recording the rest of the video on Sunday morning just before it goes out for you. Right, let's open the door first, eh? Temporary bolts. I'll only be driving forwards and backwards on the driveway with these. Story time. These green ramps that I use, I was driving past an old house, this was a few years ago, and someone had put them out for the scrap man. And I says, are you getting rid of them? And they went, oh yeah, it belonged to a previous owner. I says, is it okay if I have them? And they went, oh yeah, take them. They still had a tag on. And someone had saved up, do you remember the tokens in tab packets, cigarette packets that you used to save up and get some in? I remember getting a Walkman from them back in the day. Well, someone had saved up the tokens and got these ramps, and they still had the tag on. They must have never been used. Cool little bit of history with them. I thought, I'll have them. I think it was late 70s or 80s they were from, early 80s. I'll see if I can dig out the leaflet I had with them. Well, I'm off to bed now for a few hours sleep before work, but I'll see you in a second. And we are back. Let's see if the old girl will move under our own power for the first time in over 30 years. Ooh, dramatic. And will she start? Well, she started the other week. Yeah, she'll probably start again. But will she move for the first time in over 30 years under our own power? Very dramatic. Ooh. I've got to hook up a temporary fuel supply and fuel line because my tank's still out. And I'll show you. Got this from Car Builder Solutions. Got the 6mm fuel line. Got some underbody seal, some Comma underbody seal, and got the fuel hose clamps. No affiliation with these, although it seems like a canny sight, the amount of gear that's on there. I'll have to have a proper scroll through at one point. Right, let's hook up that temporary fuel supply. Right, because I'm shutting the bonnet, I've got no way to balance the jerry can, so I've rigged up a temporary fuel supply. If anyone would like a retro rebuild temporary fuel bottle, it's £9.99 plus postage. Hello.
Hello. So when you try it, will you top me nuggets?
Honky chunky almonds. Who remembers that advert? Right, here we go. First time moving under our own power in over 30 years. Hopefully. Just make sure no one's coming. Don't want to squish anyone. Don't want to go viral for the wrong reasons. Oh, I need to tighten that exhaust up. Hey! Well, that's very big. Woo! Let's give her the beans. Let's feed her the onions. I'm hungry now. Woo! Ah, come on, old girl. Lovely. You ready?
Yeah. It's dangerous.
Is it dangerous?
Yeah. This is a complex street legal. One day you should try and
Sorry if my head's cut off, people. I've got my phone the other way, I can't tell where it is. Not that you want to see me face, like. Is that cool or what?
Yeah, it is cool.
I forgot I hadn't bled the brakes properly there, I nearly sent it into the garage. Right before I go, I made a promise to put the indicator lens on. This one's for you, Sean Harden. I haven't got the proper screw, so I've got something that'll do for now. I bet you some weird screw I have to get hold of. There's only one screw in it, but there's only one screw on that side as well, so they're matching. I need to get hold of some of the screws that hold them on, some weird long ones, or there's some weird imperial screw as well. Get in, she moved forward. I know it was only forwards and backwards on the driveway, but the fact that I've got it to that point, and it's the first time she's moved in over 30 years under her own power, that's absolutely brilliant. That if I can do it, anyone can do it. So if you've been thinking about having a tinker around with a car and think, have a go, learn by doing. I couldn't take her out on the road because none of the tyres are legal, so I want to try and get the tyres legal and then take her for a rip around the streets. So in the next video, I think we'll start getting the fuel tank all finished off, get it in, get the new fuel line on, and get the fuel supply permanently running. Thank you all very much for watching. Stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.
Behind your frozen eyes, skies ahead and laughter make me feel just one more thing than and even though that I despise the thing you're after, realize you're something more than and it's alright, yes.